Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, how is this still my balance? I work hard, I budget, I try to save, but nothing's changing. So I've been there, and what I didn't realize back then was that it wasn't about how much I earned, it was about the silent habits that drained my financial future. So today, I want to talk to you about 8 money habits that quietly keep people broke, even the smart ones. We're going to break them down, connect the dots, and importantly, fix them. Now, full disclosure, these aren't random finance tips I Googled last night. These are the exact behaviors I've seen wreck people's budgets, steal their freedom, and stall their goals for years. Some of these I've personally lived through, others I've helped friends, family, and even clients work through. And I promise by the end of this video, you'll not only recognize which habits are hurting you, you will know what to do next time things turn around. So let's start with the first one because this one hits almost everyone, paying yourself first. So here's what most people do when they get paid: rent, groceries, bills, fun stuff. Then maybe save what's left. But here's the problem with that: there's never anything left. And that's why this first habit is such a trap, because saving becomes an afterthought instead of a priority. So now imagine flipping that. Before you pay anyone else, before you pay your landlord, before you pay your internet provider, and even your barista, pay yourself first. Set aside 10 to 15, even just 5% of your income into savings or investments the moment it hits your account. Not later, not when I remember, immediately or automatically. Because when you treat your future like a bill, it actually gets paid. And this one change, it shifts your whole money mindset. But even when people start doing this, they often fall into the next trap, which is accumulating unnecessary debt. All right? So let's talk about debt, but not the kind that builds wealth. I'm talking about credit card debt from stuff you didn't need, just wanted right now. So, you know the feeling: you're scrolling, you see something cool, you think, I'll just put it on my card. I'll figure it out later. But later always comes with 20% interest and a balance that doesn't budge. This habit keeps people broke, not just because of the money spent, but because of the mindset underneath: future me will deal with it later on. So here's the truth: if future you is the only one handling your problems, future you is going to be exhausted. So start asking yourself, why would I buy this if I had to pay full cash right now? And if the answer is no, it's probably not worth it. And the sad part is, when those credit cards pile up and you can't breathe, it's often because of this next missing piece, which is no emergency fund. Most people don't have a backup plan, they have credit cards. And that's not a strategy. It is a ticking time bomb. Life will always throw curveballs. Your car breaks down, your job changes, something medical occurs. And if you don't have a cushion, you fall back on the worst safety net possible: high interest debt from credit cards. But here's the good news: you don't need $10,000 overnight. Start with 500, then 1,000, then aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That buffer, it's a peace of mind, it's breathing room, and it's what's going to allow you to make smarter decisions instead of desperate ones. And once you've got that buffer in place, the next step is understanding where your money is actually going. So, step number 4 is not tracking your expenses and income. So, let me ask you this: if I walked up to you and I said, where did your last $500 go? Could you actually tell me accurately? Now, most people can't, and that's the problem, because if you don't track it, you can't prove it. And I'm not saying you need a 47 tab spreadsheet, but you need something, even a basic app or a notebook, to track your income, categorize your spending, not just judge by yourself, just to be aware. All right, I use apps like Rocket Money to budget, well, track my budgeting. But because awareness is the first step to control, and control is what helps you avoid this next sneaky habit, which is lifestyle inflation. You ever got a raise and somehow you still feel broke? That is lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, your spending grows with it. New job, time for a better car. Side hustle income, upgrade that apartment. But if every financial gain gets matched by a lifestyle upgrade, you're just stuck in a more expensive version of the same problem. Instead, try this. Every time your income goes up, let your savings go up too. Make investing your lifestyle upgrade, because true wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you keep. And speaking of keeping, this next habit is a silent trap, only focusing on saving. Now, frugality is a great start, but it has limits. You can only cut so many lattes before you actually run out of lattes. But you can grow your income almost infinitely. That's where people get stuck. They focus so much on cutting back, they forgot to level up. So, yes, cancel subscriptions, eat out less, but also learn a new skill, start a side hustle, look for a raise or promotion, because saving $1,000 feels good, but earning an extra thousand, now that's freedom. But once you start growing, there's another expense waiting in the background: overpaying in taxes. Now, this one doesn't sound sexy, and to be honest, taxes never sounds attractive, but it is crucial. Taxes are probably your biggest yearly expense, and most people don't even know why they're overpaying. So, you don't need to be a tax expert, just understand the basics. Use tax advantage accounts like Roth IRAs, 401ks. Know what deductions apply to you. Hire a professional if you can, because it pays for itself. Because the more you legally keep, the faster you build your wealth. And when you've got savings, income, and tax strategies aligned, there's one more move to make, and that is delaying investments. Now, this is the habit I regret most: waiting too long to invest. I told myself I'll start when I had extra money, but the extra money never magically appears. This is the truth. You don't need thousands to start investing, you just need to start. Even $20 or $50 a month makes a difference when time is on your side, because compound interest isn't just math, it's a time machine. And the sooner you start, the less you'll have to do later on. So let's recap quick. Pay yourself first. Remember that always. Avoid unnecessary debt. Build an emergency fund. Track your money. Resist lifestyle creep. Don't just save, earn more any chance you get. Get smart about taxes and invest early, even if it's small. If even one of those hits you in the gut, don't panic. You're not behind, you're just one way. And awareness is the starting line, and that is the whole purpose of this channel. So now, I'd love for you to drop a comment below. What's your number one financial habit to work on this month? And if you're serious about building wealth and want help doing it, you know what to do. Watch the next video on how to budget without feeling broke. It's the perfect follow-up for this. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who appreciates that. Don't just scroll away and forget this. Your future self, they are depending on you.